Why did I go Greendale?
So I can keep my job and get busy with my education.
To meet different people.
Because Greendale's a slam dunk.
So why should you?
Why should you?
Why should you go Greendale?
That's easy. Greendale has the most advanced typing class in the southwestern Greendale area. And now you can register by fax.
Go Greendale, go Greendale, go!
And we're back! Oh, 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 oh. With another class to take. It's our midterm final, as Rachel deemed it, here for Community. Rachel, what is the next episode to discuss?
Comparative religion.
That's right. This is Comparative Religion, the class. It is going to be our big finale when we are done discussing comparative religion, not competitive religion.
I like competitive
it could have
religion.
also been competitive religion. When we are done discussing comparative religion, we are going to do Rachel's favorite topic.
Oh, I
or
love
favorite activity.
to rank things. We're going to be
gonna
ranking
rank
these
'em.
12
We're gonna
episodes.
Rank the first semester's worth of episodes here at Shelf Life, the first half of season 1, because we figure we're ranking 25 of them the
That's
way
a
that we do it,
lot.
where it takes years to complete the season. We're never going to remember enough detail without like putting star ratings and 7.5 out of 10 on stuff and things like that. So we'll just do the first semester. We'll rank the second semester. We will take the episodes that all, if any, have shelf life and rank those. Shelf life were the episodes at the end, but there you go. So Rachel, comparative religion, what is happening in this one?
It's a holiday season in Community, and Shirley is putting together a party to celebrate Christmas. But we find out...
Very specifically Christmas.
But we find out that the entire study group is extremely diverse and all have different religions. Shenanigans.
Yes, almost explicitly, yes, and shenanigans. And one of the drivers of the plot is that someone bullies Abed.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Michael Hall, to be exact, is guest starring in this episode as Mike, is confronted by Jeff, and Jeff is going to fight this bully at the same time of the party. Fight.
But it's December 11th, so it doesn't really matter that it's not Christmas.
It's just December 10th.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's December 10th.
Yeah, this episode's coming out a little after December 10th.
I know, I was almost
like,
thinking,
do we fudge it and put it on December 10th?
Just because I thought the same thing.
Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna put it out on December 10th. Well, I kept thinking, I'm going to be honest, I kept thinking it was December 13th for some reason, and I was like, we'll just put it out on December 13th, and I was like, shit, it's like right after December 13th, but then it's December 10th, and I was like, oh, we're completely missing that date, so that didn't really matter. Do you remember this one at all? I feel like this one would have been one that could be on your holiday viewing schedule.
Do I remember this one? I feel like I did. I don't know if I remembered it like super well, but I do remember the whole Shirley debacle of having the
as the study group would go on to call it, the Shirley debacle.
Well, I mean, I do remember that. Like, I remember like the whole point of it.
Fair enough. So let's get right into it. This is Comparative Religion. It aired on December 10th, 2009. It is directed by Adam Davidson, written by Liz Kakowski. I was right. She does write on Community. So the school counselor from Politics of Human Sexuality is the writer for this episode. So there you go.
Yep.
See, I was like, I could have sworn I've seen Liz Kakowski as the writer of these episodes, and there you go. The dean begins by saying that it's almost time for break, and that some of the students will travel up to 3 miles to get to their place where they will spend the holidays. Again, just poking fun at community college, because like obviously if you're going to a community college, you live
typically
near
would live there.
That you live near the community college, because otherwise you'd go to a different community college. So obviously, You're not going to go far because that's where you live. It's a good joke. It pokes fun at community college. I think we said it when we started this series on community. I think community college gets a bad rap.
Oh, of course it does.
It's a very viable option.
Absolutely.
For a variety of reasons. There's quality ones all over the place. There's quality teachers at them, and you can get a lot done there. I don't understand. I get the jokes about it too, but it's like fucking Harvard could get jokes about, some of the ways that it's how it goes about
Ivy
its
League
business.
colleges tend to be just I went to an Ivy League college. Like, that's all I ever see out of that.
Well,
is
that's
that they
The
all
Office,
are,
right? Like, that's
it's all that
Andy,
sorority,
Cornell.
fraternity bullshit at the Ivy League college. So it's all that networking. I don't care what your credentials are, if you're even smart, but because you went there, we're gonna hire you. That's what I always hear and see. And so it's just like, that's what I expect from those. And then it's like, oh, you went to a community college? Then you must be an idiot. But like, that's kind of how they expect. That's what they like show.
I like the poking fun though when it comes to that kind of stuff with community college of like, oh, you're traveling 3 miles or whatever. It's a fair joke. He's set up like a Winter Wonderland Christmas type display in the courtyard area
with like
where
fake
he has
snow
fake
and everything
blowing everywhere. Yeah. Now they're in Colorado. Colorado is like strange weather because they'll get the blizzards.
Yes.
But then they'll have like very nice weather, and then they'll get another blizzard, and they'll have very nice weather. So I'm not surprised that they have like the fake snow, but I think this is an LA bias where they just assume it's never fucking cold. Because they like,
is that what it is? Because it is kind of odd. Because I'm like, why is there fake snow? They are kind of acting like it is just like, oh, you're in Southern California and it's never cold, and it's like, but that's not how it is in the rest of the world.
Right. I think it's just a little bit of an LA bias of just having this like fake snow joke. It's a good joke.
Sure.
Because the fake snow never melts. Like Jeff is walking on campus and someone hits him with a snowball in the head from the fake snow.
Right.
And it doesn't melt. It's like on him for the entire first act.
Yes.
And that's because in like movies, fake snow doesn't melt. It's like cornstarch or whatever. You can always tell if snow is fake or not because it never melts on people in the movies. It's always like funny to see because like go outside if it's snowing now, folks, and put some snow on you. It'll melt in a second. It doesn't do that in these movies. We end up going into the dean's office and it's the tippy. What's that noise? Is it the tippy tapping of secular boots on the roof? Well, it must be 'tis the season because non-denominational Mr. Winter is on his way to the student lounge. And as he turns around because he's all excited, what's the dean doing, Rachel? He's
got a costume on. He's got like a Father Time winter Christmas thing going on.
It does look like a Father Time outfit. Yes.
Well, because he's like skinny bald man with this weird beard that's fake, and then he's got like this big
I like that though.
That's
it's
blue
not like
and fuzzy.
it's not like a Santa beard either. It's like this dark gray beard.
Yeah,
it's like
and
this,
he's got like elf ears on,
beard.
And there's like this crimpy beard, and it's like, what is happening?
Yeah, he's made up this.
And it's
Mr.
just
Winter
the chin strap. He doesn't have a mustache.
Yeah, it's an Amish chin strap type. Yes. And he's so excited to go do this. He turns around, and the filing cabinet is open, and he pratfalls, gets hit down.
Yeah, it's clotheslined right there. Boom.
We are in the cafeteria, and Shirley says that she's sick of the dean jamming his PC-ness down my throat. So part of this episode, of course, one of the themes of this episode is about religion and celebrating holidays, and how do we treat each other with respect in regards to everyone's personal beliefs and the holidayness. And the dean, of course, takes it to a whole nother level.
Oh my God,
to try
yes.
to incorporate everything into everyone, and that's why it's secular,
the non-secular.
It's completely religion.
It's supposed to be completely religion
agnostic.
free. Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing that could make you think
It's human.
that there's any belief system.
It's about the season.
And that goes along with we're the human beings. Like, we
Yes.
can't be anything. We can't be the bears because, people have been called animals their whole lives and stuff like that. You have to make it as all-encompassing as possible. Shirley is the opposite of that, who truly believes that her beliefs are the right beliefs and that everyone
Yes.
should follow those beliefs. You get this... the very, very far sides of this, and then, like, how can you come together and understand each other better? It is deeper than what you might think on
Yes.
some of those levels in that way.
Right.
That's the whole point of Community, right? Like, this episode, not to get to my critique of the episode at all, this episode, I think,
We kind of been doing that with all three of these, but go on.
That's true. This one, to me, encaptures a lot of that feeling of what the show, like Dan Harmon's mission statement might be, where it takes these oddball characters that don't have anything to do with each other and brings them together in a community. And I think this one does that in a very real way by taking the religions and everything and making them clash and find common ground.
Right. But she does say, I don't want to have his PC-ness stuffed down my throat. And Jeff comes over and says, I'd like to, commend Pierce that he didn't make a joke about it. But then Pierce laughs, and then so does Troy. And he goes, I get it. I just got it.
Yeah, they both get it at the same time. They're like,
And they both,
I should've
look
made a
up to the
joke."
right and just laugh. Like, huh,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Shirley has made them all a gift. And they are little bracelets that say WWBJD.
BJ. Yeah. Baby Jesus.
Well, Pierce thinks it could be Billy Joel.
Oh, that's
But
true.
I know if it was Billy Joel, it would be Write Another Stupid Song. Am I right? And Annie and Troy don't know who Billy Joel is. I feel like because Troy and Annie are around our age, we would have known who Billy Joel was in 2009.
Yes, we would have. Yes.
Yeah. Come on.
Come on. So, but who would they use then? It'd have to be someone with a BJ name.
Like today?
Well, just
Like
in
in today's
general.
day and age?
I don't care. Just anybody. Who
No,
would they have
I mean the
used?
joke is obviously just poking fun at Billy Joel being like a 70s and 80s guy, and
Oh, sure.
the kids of today would be like Billy Joel. It wouldn't be like a relevant.
Yeah, it's still not relevant, so that's sure.
Fair. Fuck you, Billy Joel.
I can't think of anybody else who has a BJ name that we could use. Like, that's not Billy Joel. I'm like,
Billy's Joel.
here's the
So
ball.
Shirley tells them,
Perhaps
of
you'd
course.
like to bounce it.
So, of course, Shirley tells them that it stands for Baby Jesus, and the group does not want to put these on.
I don't know. I thought
British-
Pierce puts it on immediately.
Annie does? Oh, Pierce
I
does
thought
put it
Pierce
on. He knows
does.
what.
Yeah.
Pierce doesn't care. Annie starts to put it on, and Britta says that she's going to put it in the pocket closest to her heart, and just puts it down her shirt.
Yes.
And she's like, they're bracelets. You put them on. Put them on, everyone. Put them on. And she kind of guilts them all into doing it.
Yes. Yes, she does.
That's another part of this is Shirley's ability to mom everyone in the group as
God.
well. Because
Yes.
she talks about how this is her family, because her real family is all broken apart because of her husband cheating and them getting a divorce and everything.
And she has nobody to
So-
spend Christmas with this year.
And yeah, because the rest of her family's out of town or something like that, so she isn't going to be able to have a big party. So the only party she's going to be able to throw is with the group.
Right.
Abed's getting some gingerbread cookies for the group. He took all the winter doodles though, and some bullies come up. Rachel, your thoughts on the bullies in
How
this
do we
episode?
explain them?
Well, the main one is played by Anthony Michael Hall
With his
from
big mustache.
The Dark Knight and the nerd from all the 80s movies. He played Chevy Chase's son. He's Rusty from Vacation, of course.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Yeah, this is their big
No,
reunion.
he's not. What do you mean? No, he's not. What do you mean?
Not Christmas Vacation, from Vacation.
Okay.
the first
because he has different kids in each one of them, right? 'Cause,
Yeah.
They're all different ages every time too.
But he's
Still
like a
can't picture
gym
this
bro.
man young because he just looks like a police officer, gym bro.
Yeah, I love the look that they give
He's
him
got-
because he's got a
Fingerless gloves. He's got a black t-shirt on, but over it he's got a sweatshirt that's ripped off sleeves. He's got the belt on like he's gonna go lifting. He's wearing shorts, and then his posse look like 90s grunge characters to me.
they're described as the cast of not Rent, but they're described as fly dancers at one point. They all are parkour.
Yeah, they're like
point.
parkour. They like all
And
do
they-
flips and shit. Yes.
Yeah, they all have that look to them. It is true that they do all have that look.
Yeah, they do look like they're gonna do like the snaps and like rush you, like they want to have like
Yes.
a duel or something.
It's such a good design though. I do appreciate it, and it is like this diverse group of bullies too. Like none of them look intimidating except maybe Mike. Like there's like. It looks like they look like the fucking. This is going to be a very deep cut for people, and it's gonna. I'm sure it will date the episode. They look like kind of like the Death Riders in AEW. Rachel, you can look them up. You know all the Death Riders. They have that same diversity to them, and at the same time lack of. They're trying to be bullies, but like
Yeah, I could see
they're in
it.
over their head.
Yeah, I can see it.
Rachel's like, yeah, Max, Claudio, yeah, I see it. Pac.
Yeah.
It's also because they have Marina Shafir in there, and like this group of bullies has a girl.
Yeah, they also have a girl. Yeah, but that's why I'm like they all look like just 90s grunge outfits and stuff. So they look like they're trying to be bullies.
Yes,
And like
they're
we
very
look
very
like
much trying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways.
So Mike the bully, Anthony Michael Hall, comes up and he slaps the cookies out of Abed because he tells him, "You stole all the winter doodles. Well, they're for my friends.
and he's like,
You can
yeah.
have some more. There's like other cookies that you can have." And he's like, "Those have macadamia nuts in them." And he slaps the cookies out of Abed's hand.
You made it sound like he's Ben Stiller from.
Yeah, it's kind of a what the hell, except it's like, I mean, he just like flips
He flips the plate
tray
into
Yeah.
to Abed, and the cookies fall because he's like, I'm allergic. You don't know what allergic means. Then like it's like, okay,
That's not how tree nuts works. That's not how tree nut allergies work. Because Abed tries to make a joke about it. He's like clever enough because he's like, there's macadamia nut cookies, and he says he has a tree nut allergy, and he's like, well, then you shouldn't eat any of the Christmas tree shaped ones.
Yeah, as like
And
a
so,
joke.
Like, that pisses off Mike. Yeah.
The gym bro. Which
Jeff
this
comes
is when
in.
when Jeff gets up to talk to him, I literally went, "What's in his hair?" And I was like, I forgot it
And
was
that's
the
fake.
snow.
It's the fake snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it looks
Yeah,
like
it stays
dandruff or
in.
something. I'm like, what is that?
And just because he hasn't looked at himself in a mirror or anything in a few minutes, so he hasn't seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony Michael Hall says, "Oh, look at this. Pretty boy standing up for Birdface." I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So he says, "You want to hear a joke?
Funny man.
Knock, knock." Yeah, funny man. Knock, knock.
My fist up your
My
balls.
fist in your...
Who's there?
Who's there?
Like, I don't...
So,
what's the joke? And then here comes the
there-
human being.
They're about to fight, but before they can, the Dean rides in his human being sleigh as Mr. Winter. So
It's so
Mike
creepy.
backs down.
I hate the
Mike,
human
yeah, they're
being
like,
so much.
well, it's like even weirder because the human being is like pulling Mr. Winter in on like a rickshaw.
Yes. And he's dressed as like a reindeer. Yeah. So it's just really...
Rachel finds the human being very unsettling.
He's very unsettling to me. I can't. He's so creepy. That's like, it's like a cryptid. His face looks like he's like a cryptid creature or something that you see in your nightmares. I just can't.
Yes, that is, yeah, him wearing the red nose is very disturbing. And I've been trying to also figure out what the girl that trails them on the bike is doing too. Is she doing like sign language or is she leading the human being around? Maybe that's what it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think she is
Yeah.
doing sign language. She's doing sign
She's like
language.
doing sign language.
Yeah. I didn't realize that at first. That's so odd.
So Mike backs down and he says that there won't always be a dean around. So he's, threatening him for
Right.
another round here at some point. And then one of my favorite lines from the entire episode happens because it cuts to Pierce sitting there and he just goes, "Still waiting on those cookies, eh, Ben?" And it goes right into the opening credits. I just love that. That's so good because it's so Pierce where he's just
It
like
is.
oblivious to the world.
Absolutely.
And still calls Abed Abed. And yeah.
I feel
such
like
a
at some point
such a
it's
good
just
joke.
becomes like his nickname for Abed is Abed. I can't tell sometimes. It's like where I get like it's one of those things where it's like they get your name wrong enough times where it just becomes your nickname at that point.
Like at this point, someone has said your name wrong enough that you like cannot correct them. So
Oh, you
then
think it's
just
that?
like that's just how you'd call me.
My
Well, I guess
husband
yeah,
had that. They
it
were saying
becomes-
his name wrong, and he goes, "I just don't correct them." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "They've been saying my name wrong the entire year," and I'm like,
been
Why-
calling her Crandall.
I'm like,
I've
"Why
been
didn't
making
you
an
tell
idiot
them?"
of
And he
myself.
goes, "It's fine. It's not a big deal." And I'm like,
Later on, Abed is describing. He's all excited. He's describing the confrontation in a very referential way, in only ways that Abed could do it, where he's explaining everything, all of the characters and everything that happened in a bunch of different references. Pierce thinks that he should have knocked Mike out. Why didn't he punch the guy? And Shirley says that real men turn the other cheek. But Pierce says that fighting is nature's way of like natural selection, like it's a natural thing to do. But Britta thinks that the real reason that men fight is because of gayness.
"Yes." Her whole shtick the entire episode.
The
is
entire
that
episode, yes.
They're gonna go do some gay rolling around on the floor and stuff together because that's all fighting really is.
Which is true, yes. Because like a real fight, I've not been in fights. I've not witnessed many a fight, but like the fight, if you ever watch a fight, like a
grappling of
woman
it?
fight, there's a lot of it's grappling. It's like like just two people trying to take each other down. Because if a actual
You gotta get
punch
the upper
lands,
hand.
if a punch lands, that's the end of it.
Pretty much.
Like in real life, that's the end of it. And most people do not have the stamina for an actual fight, so it might last 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Jeff wants to study or he will fail. Why didn't you do extra credit if you're failing? Says Annie. And Jeff says,
Right.
because doing extra credit and not doing the bare minimum is my definition of
Failing.
Shirley is asking them all about coming to her Christmas party after the final is over. And they all
Because
kind
she
of
is
awkwardly sit there.
actually she's right now decorating for it. There's a big
She's
old
decorating
Christmas
for it.
tree. There's a baby Jesus, a nativity, and there's like a whole box of Christmas decorations.
Now, Rachel, my
And she's got like a
question to you about this-
classic Christmas sweater on, by the way. To me,
like,
like
when you say- like
a
this is a
middle-aged
classic
woman,
Shirley
black
look,
sweater
yes.
with like all the little trinkets on it, like that just looks
Yes.
like a classic Christmas sweater
it
to
looks,
me.
Agreed. Yes, this is
Yeah.
a timeless Christmas sweater. It's
Absolutely.
got like bells on it.
Yeah,
and
it looks like an
ivy.
80s
Yeah.
Christmas sweater.
I
I love
agree.
it.
I love it. All right. Well, I guess I know what Rachel's getting for Christmas. If I
Oh,
have to
great!
find
I have
this-
to get a Christmas sweater
this
for Christmas.
Shirley Christmas sweater.
It better
Rachel,
be
my
Shirley's
question-
Christmas sweater. I'm sorry. Go on.
My question for you: they all sit there awkwardly, like not quite knowing how to react to Shirley wanting to throw this Christmas party. Why would they be resistant?
I don't
to
think
a-
it's the Christmas
a
party.
Christmas party?
I don't think it's the Christmas party because she says something about wearing Christmas sweaters,
Sure.
and I think that's the part where they're kind of like, well,
Okay. Because I was wondering, I know that Shirley can be like overbearing with the religious stuff to them, and I wondered if that was part of it, or if they just
Probably.
were like, we don't want to go to the party, because it's like, who turns down like a Christmas party?
yeah,
like
that's like
this?
this
It
is a
would be-
friend's party. There's gonna be
Yeah,
food.
it's just like you're
gonna
just
hang
having like a
out.
friend's party, even if none of you celebrate Christmas except for Shirley. What's the problem? Like you can still
Yeah.
celebrate.
You
the
can still like
season.
hang out.
But maybe it was the Christmas sweater thing because they don't.
If
they-
somebody invited
she's
me
already-
to a Hanukkah party or something, I'd be like, fuck yeah, let's go. I'll go to your Hanukkah party.
Yeah,
That sounds fun.
I will. Yes, 100%. I want a bunch of old men sitting there. I want Jack Black. I want Kate Winslet. They better be telling stories about old Hollywood. 100%. It all goes back to the holiday, Rachel.
I love it. Thank you.
I do like your interpretation a bit more than mine, though, on that, where it's because of the Christmas sweaters, because she already is making them wear the Jesus bracelets. So now they're like, now you're going to make us wear sweaters. So I think that works. And none of them are going to have Christmas sweaters.
Right. And this is when Annie goes, well, I guess I could wear my Hanukkah sweater. And Shirley
Yes.
gets all like,
I didn't know that you
oh,
were...
you're
She gets so
Jewish.
not offended, but like
I feel like
shocked.
she
that-
is. I feel like she is partially like offended and shocked.
Yeah. Oh, my whole group is not
None of
Christian,
you believe
like
it.
I
Like,
am.
oh my god. Like, I can't believe it, you heathens. Like, that's what it feels like.
I didn't know that you weren't Christian. One
Yeah.
might even say I'm Jewish.
Yeah.
And Abed says he's like
Muslim.
a Muslim. Troy is a Jehovah's Witness.
Britta's
And
atheist.
Britta is atheist.
Yes.
And Shirley goes, the Lord is testing me. And what is Jeff, Rachel?
Agnostic?
Yeah, and then somebody... Now...
And they all go
somebody
like...
throws a paper. Yeah, they all go like, of course you are. Because agnostic mean like he will not decide, because then that would
Cause conflict.
yes, and he's like, I can't do that because then somebody might not like me. So I'm agnostic. The paper that gets thrown at his head when he says this.
Yes.
The direction that this comes from would
Yes!
imply that Annie
did it.
threw the paper.
Yes.
This doesn't seem like something Annie would do,
No!
though.
I would have thought Pierce, maybe.
I
But it
figured
was-
Troy.
Or Troy.
But the direction is Annie.
But it's Annie.
Like the angle. What?
I don't think
Is
they
this
were
coming
thinking
from...
about that.
They did not think about that.
No.
Yeah, it's like the fourth wall throws the paper
Yes,
at Jeff
we
Winger.
did it. Us
Yeah,
as an
we
audience.
did it as the audience. Yeah. Pierce is born again, and Shirley perks up from
Oh.
this, thinking, born again Christian. Oh.
Yeah, no.
Yes, we had a rebirthing ceremony at my pool. I'm a level 7 or
5.
level 5 laser lotus
In his Buddhist
in
community.
my Buddhist community.
That's a
And,
cult.
Yeah, Britt is like, I don't think that's Buddhism. That sounds like a cult. Just for asking that, or just for saying that, you have now bumped me down to a level 4.
And then I feel like if that's a rule in your religion, it really is a
probably a
cult.
Yes, yes. We learn more about.
Just-
We
just
learn
so
a little
you
bit
know.
more about Pierce's Buddha community as the series goes on, and his how he's a laser lotus. In the
Yes.
Buddhist community.
Right. Yeah, because it
This
sounds
has
like
to-
it sounds like a video game, and it sounds like
It's
you're it's supposed to be like
They're-
Scientology.
Scientology. Yeah, Scientology is definitely what they're poking fun at here and making reference to. And I think that it makes sense, too, for Pierce to be the one.
Absolutely.
Because, he's an ignoramus, and he has money. So they're going to try to go after him.
They're taking
to
advantage
get
of
his
him.
money. Mm-hmm. Troy, thinking that this is crazy, says, what else do you believe in? Blood transfusions? Because Jehovah's Witnesses don't believe in blood transfusions.
Right.
Yeah, and so Shirley tries to say, well, you are Christian, though. You're Jehovah's Witness. And he's like, yeah, but we don't celebrate Christmas or birthdays. And we can't drink. But it helps.
And
so
he looks
Shirley
really
is obviously...
sad. He just kind of blankly stares, but it helps. Like, what?
Yeah. Shirley is obviously nervous because of all of their different religions. She does at least say, well, all of you could bring something from your religion, and,
This
we'll
party,
all
yeah.
celebrate together. Mm-hmm. And Jeff says, as an agnostic, I'm bringing my winning smile, and they all groan, and another paper gets thrown by the audience again.
The Annie audience.
Yeah, they definitely did not think when they did that scene, Annie would not be the one throwing the paper at him. Chang is bored at the final.
Yes,
He has
he
written Silencio
says,
on the
"I'm
blackboard."
bored."
So boring. Shirley turns her test in, all happy. Feliz Navidad. As she
Yes.
walks out to set up for the party.
Right. I do love that Jeff is looking at this like, this test doesn't even make any sense. Like,
Yeah, because he goes, true or falso or none of the above, and he just looks up at Chang, who strokes his evil fake.
Yeah,
he strokes
like
an
he's
invisible
like,
fake evil beard. Yes, like
smiling.
like he's screwing them over on
Yes.
purpose or something.
Right.
Chang has left the door open during this final, which is probably a bad idea.
Oh, very. Mm-hmm.
And Anthony Michael Hall walks by and sees.
Forehead's taking a test.
So he comes in, he keeps talking, and Jeff says, like, Senior Chang, can you do something about this? And we get a meme moment, Rachel.
I love
'cause Chang
it.
goes,
Senior Chang, can you do something about this? I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
it.
Great moment. Great treasured moment for Community there.
Yeah.
The I'll allow it.
I like that.
I mean, it's been used, obviously, by people in the future in the internet and everything. But it speaks to Chang's character, where he's like, he's so bored of teaching
Yes.
that he's just like,
He's like, oh,
yeah,
this
let's
is
have
interesting.
a confrontation. Let's
This is
spice
fine.
this up. Yeah. Mike looks at the test and says, it's Usted, dude. Even I know that. And Jeff gets pissed off at this. Oh, he kicks the test off of the
Yes.
desk. Mm-hmm. A very shitty move. So then Jeff stands up and says, like, okay, fine, it's on. Abed's all excited about this. Jeff says that he's cramping. He represents everything about Greendale that, like, Jeff hates. Mm-hmm. That he's cramping his style. He smells like French fry oil. The fight is on now. And they're gonna meet at the bike racks. Not the one by the trash cans, but by the ones where they're building the wheelchair ramp.
Yes. And Britta just says, why don't you guys kiss already?
That's right. Yeah, Britta just goes, geez, why don't you guys kiss already?
Yeah.
I mean, my crush is always going to be for Gillian Jacobs when it comes to Community. So I'm just like, oh, she's so cute when she does like her little like, why don't you just kiss already?
Don't you just kiss already? Why do you have to like make plans for it?
Senior Chang calls this the best final ever, as he's like eating like Cheetos or something. Later on in the cafeteria, Abed wants to know what's he gonna do during the fight. Is he gonna like stand up for himself and like overcome something or anything like that? And Jeff is like, don't do anything, Abed.
Right.
And he tells them all not to tell Shirley.
Yes.
Because she's just gonna guilt them all out of being able to do it, and he doesn't want to deal with the guilt if they know what he means.
Yes.
And Troy goes, no, I'm just wearing this Jesus bracelet because it gets me chicks. Hey, you know what though? There's a segment of the population that might work, Troy. That might work.
I don't feel like I should say anything. I'm gonna stay out of this one.
It's possible. There's a whole dating website just
stay
for
out
that
of this
line
one.
of work.
It's a stereotype for a reason.
Jeff tells the group that he's never been in a fight before.
I guess I'm too charming and likable. Call me a name.
I can't.
I can't. Because he gets lost in his eyes. Troy tells the story of when he got into a fight. Rachel, do you want to repeat Troy's story?
First time I got punched in the face, I was like, oh no. But then I was like, this is a story.
And a good one.
That's it. We have no idea the context around that at all. It's such a dude story because there is no context. There are no details. It is literally just,
yes,
I got punched in the
that's
face
fair.
once. That was a
fair,
story.
yes. I think one of the problems growing up with our mother and aunts and grandmother being our family is that we tell stories based on that context, which means that you get setup, you get reason, you get plot,
full
you
paper.
get payoff, you
Damn
get the
straight.
whole fucking. The reason that Shelf Life is the episodes are as long as they are is probably because of our upbringing in that way. You are never getting a story that succinct with us. Pierce is upset by this because he thinks that getting punched in the face is a rite of passage.
For a man.
Every man should be punched in the face. It's a rite of passage. In my day, Friday night was smoke a doobie, feel up a gal, and then get your teeth knocked out by a Republican.
It's a very good line. It's very, very Pierce, very boomer-esque line.
It really is.
I thought. He says that they're going to train Jeff.
I know a few moves. Troy, I assume you're handy with a switchblade. Abed, you get back to the family tent. Try to find a chicken for Jeff to chase.
Troy, I assume you're handy with a switchblade. Hey, Abed, go back to the family tent and find a chicken for Jeff to chase.
And they both just kind of look at him like, seriously? Do you even know what you're saying right now?
the blunt and like the race, it's, oh my god, it's so funny though. It's so funny in like the worst way.
The full-on
This
racism is very funny.
Killing me. Jeff shows his bicep off and says that he's got this, but then Mike comes in with the bullies and he says, "Oh look, it's forehead, old head, stupid head, and the other head. So you had 3 forehead. Give me a snowman, dork."
This takes the snowman, staples it to his head, and then shakes his head around. Like,
I love how he does that though. It makes that noise of like, like he's like to prove that it's like
look, it's really stapled to my head right now.
So Jeff admits that maybe he does need fight lessons. Rachel and I do this all the time. I debated about this being the way that we come back from the break. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. The Lord, the Lord, the Lord.
Because she saw Annie. So instead
saw
of finishing
Annie.
the song, she just kept saying the Lord.
She just has to talk about the Lord.
Because
this
Annie's Jewish.
heathenish Jew is, yes,
and
is
the
walked
Lord
in.
is not... it's not a Lord to them.
Annie brought in her Hanukkah holder.
I believe that's called a menorah.
I do like
Not even a
Hanukkah
line,
holder, though.
but I have to say it. Huh?
I said I do kind of like the term Hanukkah holder.
Yes, this is the Hanukkah
Is this
holder.
your Hanukkah holder?
Hanukkah?
One of the
She shoves it into the tree. Like, she just shoves it in there.
Yes, she just shoves it into the tree. It's so disrespectful.
It really
Because, like, why would you do this? Like, just set her
Just
menorah
put it
out on the
down.
table.
Yeah.
Why is that a problem?
Ugh.
But it's obvious that I think this makes it obvious that Shirley told them they could all bring something of their own,
Yes.
but she doesn't really want that to be part of it.
No.
You know?
Right.
Annie takes it out of the tree, and Shirley goes over to the manger scene and is doing some stuff, and she says, "I never knew that you were a Jew." And Annie goes, maybe say the whole word next time.
Mm-hmm.
Because as we've discussed on the show, Rachel,
have.
and I've heard like discuss other words, there's like, it's a Louis C.K. bit for sure.
It's a bit of a negative connotation when you say just the first
It just
part.
depends on how you say it too,
Yes.
because like a Jew is the correct way to say like someone is Jewish. They are a Jew. But the way that you say it,
Yeah.
and the connotation in which you say it can make you sound a lot worse.
Oh, yeah.
Than what you might be trying to say.
Right.
This is advice for all of the Gentiles out there. So, I mean, I am one as well. Rachel and I are not Jewish. We
That's
are
true.
Catholic, as we have said. If you were to say someone is Jewish, you would not say someone is a Jew. Is the better way to say that. Obviously.
Yeah.
To state the obvious. Annie reveals that they're all going to go to Jeff's fight first and then come. Shirley's all upset about this, so she asks Annie to finish the manger scene while she goes to find the group.
I do
And
love
hands-
this. So she hands her the baby Jesus, right? Annie had found like a nicer spot in the tree to put the menorah, so it like
Oh, is that what
shows
she
up a
was
little
doing?
bit. Yeah. And so then she takes the baby Jesus and puts it in front of it. Like, she's like, I guess this is what she wanted to do, was decorate the tree with all of our stuff, which honestly sounds like a cute idea.
Yeah, I think Annie misinterpreted what Shirley was doing and took it very innocently and like
Yes.
thought that she was just
we're
putting
putting
all
all
the stuff
the-
in the tree.
All the religious paraphernalia goes into the tree.
Yeah. I also like Annie's Hanukkah sweater
Her
because it
sweater
is an ugly
is
Christmas
so
sweater, but it's
funny.
Hanukkah themed.
Yes.
It's like got a menorah on the back and stuff. I feel like you
And
can
the
buy
front,
this
it's like a
sweater.
little character, and then on the back, it's just the big menorah. I love it.
Yeah. Troy is teaching Jeff how to fight,
Yeah.
but all he's doing is teaching him the lead up to the fight.
Yeah.
Which is saying, sup, sup, What's up? What's up? No, it's a rhetorical question. You have the answer. They do not.
So you're looking for
And then you give him the Forrest Whitaker eye. And I feel like this was just because Donald Glover could do the Forrest Whitaker eye impression, which is so mean and hilarious at the same time.
Yes. Because it's like cross-eyed and squished face. That's
It's
really
so
all it is.
perfect, though. It looks so funny. You just stare right into their soul. Britta makes a crack about getting married in Vermont and then moving to Vermont. Because at the time,
Oh, yes.
back in 2009,
Right.
one of the only states that you could get married in if you were gay was in Vermont.
It was Vermont.
How times have changed. But at the
Not
time,
in such a short time period, it's changed. Like, if you think
it
about
is kind of insane
It's
when you think about
weird
that. This
how
episode's only...
not long ago it was.
Yeah. Because this episode, at the time of this recording, is only 16 years old. So to think about the
That's
fact that, like,
crazy.
the progression that the acceptance,
Yes.
too, that has happened. I think that a majority of Americans are for it.
I would
So,
assume,
yeah,
who cares?
Yeah, I think
Get
it's
married, you're in
overwhelming.
love.
I think it's to the point where, like, it would be the bigots could get it overturned, but
That's
it would
what
be
they
like,
actually were trying to. That's actually something that has been tried
I
a
know.
few times in this year.
oh yeah, it got rejected the last time.
They
didn't
rejected it.
I could definitely see that it happening. At the same time, it's like most
It's
Americans
so
are like,
weird.
just let it be. Like,
Yeah.
who gives a fuck? It's very
Right.
strange
It's
how
so
fast that one
weird.
happened when you think
Yes.
about it.
Oh, but how weird it is that it wasn't that long ago. That it wasn't
Also
accepted.
true,
And I
yes.
just can't wrap my
Yes.
head around that. That's weird to me. Well, because it's hard to wrap your head around what it was like in your lifetime.
Lifetime, yeah. Your adult lifetime,
Right.
too, I guess should be because like a ton of progress has happened in our lifetimes, but when you're a kid, you don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Abed says that Britta has a point. You know, in boxing, you fight for the purse and the belt. And Britta says she has to write a paper about that.
Which, I mean, would
Jeff's
be a kind of
throwing
a funny paper.
It would be a good paper. It would. Folks at home,
It'd
if
be
you're
an
in some sort of
interesting
gender
one.
studies class, you got to write that paper. Jeff is throwing punches. Pierce has a boxing glove, the pads to throw punches at the boxing. Pierce says that he's weak. He's punching like what are you, a North Korean seamstress? Not if that's bad. Which is also a good line. Because it is like, what does that mean?
What does that mean? Maybe they can punch really well. I don't know.
Yeah, something tells me that I wouldn't fuck with a North Korean
I
seamstress.
wouldn't either. God, no. They're very precise, I bet, with their punches.
They've got
you gotta be careful.
calloused hands. Guarantee
Oh my God.
that.
They're going for it. Anyways, he punches again.
Yeah, he punches him harder, and Pierce gets, because he says pretend like it's someone that annoys you, so he punches Pierce harder,
Mm-hmm.
and then Pierce gets mad about that, so he goes, "Britta, put your blouse back on," and distracts him.
And then kicks
Kicks
him in the shin. And then
And then Troy says, like, "What are you doing?" And he says, "Well, it worked for that foxy black girl." And Troy, of course, looks to the right, and
he kicks him in the shin.
Pierce kicks him in the chin.
And he goes, "Why'd she have to be black?"
Why does she have to be black? Shirley
Because they
walks
both
in.
turned to look at Britta when he said the top was off, so it's not like it wasn't
Right.
going to get him either way.
Right, it would have gotten him still. Yes.
He's like, "I just want the foxy boobs. Let's go."
Why does she have to be black? Shirley comes in and says, "What is going on here?" And Troy says,
We're trying to get Jeff ready for the fight. I couldn't think of another word.
Idiot. He meant we were fighting. It is hard to think of another word.
"It is hard to think of another word." Shirley says, "Why are you doing this on the most important day of the year?"
December 10th.
December 10th? So Jeff is trying to be flippant about it because he knew if this happened that this would be a problem.
Yes.
Shirley says
is
that
when
this is
she
going to be
goes
the
off
only
about
party.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they all go, we told him not to do it, and then like all kind of walk away in shame, and she tries to guilt Jeff into it. She gives Jeff a brownie.
Yes.
Whenever I have to have a talk with my boys, I try to calm them down by giving them a brownie. So Jeff, why do you hate me and Jesus? What does Jeff say to that, Rachel?
The brownie's not working. Isn't that what
I don't
it
think
is?
my
I don't think my brownie's
she
working.
goes, I don't think my brownie's working. So Jeff explains his viewpoint on religion. Mm-hmm. It's a lot like Paul Rudd. I see the appeal, and I wouldn't take it away from anyone, but I wouldn't stand in line for it.
I understand his metaphor. Like, I like Paul Rudd. But I understand what he's saying. Like, it's
Yes, I
kind of
completely understand
funny.
what he's saying. Like, I don't care for... You could throw any other actor in there,
You really
or any other
could.
show, or any other thing. Yeah. I understand the appeal. To me, it's Squirrel Girl from Marvel to do a comic book. I understand the appeal. I don't want to take it away from anyone, but I am not going to read it. I just don't like her. Like, that's the... There
you go.
It's the same analogy.
It's Squirrel Girl. Mm-hmm.
Yes, religion is a lot like Squirrel. Religion is to Jeff Winger as Squirrel Girl is to Shelf Life Kevin. Fucking Squirrel Girl. She forbids Jeff from fighting. And Jeff's like, you can't do that. You are not my mother. And she says, that's fine. If you go to this fight, do not come to my party. And Jeff is like, oh, come on, Shirley. Don't be mad. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. That's
a
mom for
thing.
mad.
Yeah. Mom for mad.
Now, Rachel, Shirley is giving Jeff so much guilt here, right?
Yeah,
like,
she
this
is.
is just Shirley doing her guilt tripness on him.
Absolutely.
Why is it just because it's like a Christmas and it's like a holiday and it would be taking time away from the party that she's upset and won't let Jeff do this?
I don't think she would have been on board for the fight, period, but because it's on such a religious thing for her. It's like punching somebody in church. Like, you went inside, you're in a church and you go and punch the priest. I think is kind of how she sees it. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
Like, I feel like that's how it's the only thing I can think of.
I think that makes sense. Yeah, I guess you're right. No matter what, she would not be on board with
the fighting.
Him fighting. Mm-hmm. But because he's trying to do it on a day that she is trying to celebrate, it is a bigger problem.
Yes.
Fair enough. Yes. Understood.
So she would have been, like, mad at him before, but now it's just, like, so much worse.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We get to the party, and they've all brought a little dish from their respective religions.
Which is
I
also
think that...
so fun. I love that. I would have enjoyed the hell out of this party, because I would have been like, yes, I want to try everybody's food.
Yeah,
let's
that's
go.
Also true.
Was
it looks like Annie brought latkes.
Oh.
She's got potato pancakes with her. I think Shirley misidentifies what they are.
I think she does.
I can't recall.
Well, she says, like, oh, you brought a traditional Muslim dish. It looks delicious, but it's, I as a woman, I'm not allowed to eat it. Which is just she's so disrespectful. She is so disrespectful to every one of them.
It's a great line, though.
Yes.
But she smells it and says that, so maybe she's just worried about what's in it. I bet it's really fucking good, though, because...
It's gotta be.
Abed's dad owns a falafel shop.
So it's gotta be delicious. And then she goes, oh, good, Britta brought what she believes in. Nothing.
Yeah, that was so, like, excuse me? Now, to be fair, Britta did bring nothing.
Yeah, which,
but
I mean,
I guess, like,
she should have brought something.
What? Yeah, she should have brought something.
Donuts, cookies, I don't care.
I feel like she didn't think, though, that... Like, I feel like Britta thought, like, oh, well, if you're bringing stuff from your religions, like, I don't really know what I would bring, so I'm not going to do that. And Britta's not one to cook.
True.
Like, you can see Abed knows how to cook, and you could see Annie doing potato pancakes, you know?
Absolutely. Now I want potato pancakes.
You and Walter Bedecker, Rachel.
You like potato pancakes.
That's a callback to an old Shelf Life episode. I do like potato pancakes. They're great. Yeah, I love them. Pierce brought a bong that he thought was his incense holder.
I guess he uses it that way. He must use it that way,
yes,
right?
Yes, he uses it that way, yeah. They all want to go to the fight, and Shirley says, well, just like I told Jeff, anyone that goes to the fight is dead to me. And if you leave, you'll be dead to me too. Yeah,
but they all want to go to the fight. Like, Troy even says, like, I want to go.
Shirley tries to get them all to sing about Jesus.
Yes.
Jesus is a friend of mine.
Yeah, she acts like everybody should know
Jesus
this song.
is a friend of mine. Come on, everyone. You don't know the words?
Jesus
Well,
is a
because
friend of... She is so...
She knows she's losing them. Because she knows that they all want to go to the fight. So
Right.
she's, like, trying anything that she knows. But, like, again, it's very prescriptive to what Shirley wants to do. And she's not thinking about the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about what makes Shirley happy.
Right. And Britta points out that it's like, it's not very Christian of you to ban Jeff from the party.
And then they all start kind of going off on each other about their different religions. Annie says that she's a guilt machine, that Shirley's a guilt machine. And Pierce says, and Annie would know a thing or two about guilt. He calls her a Jew.
Yes.
And Annie says, say the whole word. And Pierce, not knowing what Annie means, goes, Jewy?
Like a freaking, like, Chewbacca Chewy. That's what it made me think.
Oh, no, that's one of Chewbacca's cousins. So he's got Lumpy.
Oh, that's right.
And, yeah, there's
Jewy
Lumpy, Jewy.
Right.
And Jewy doesn't celebrate Life Day. Jewy celebrates a completely different holiday. He... You know, he goes out for Chinese food on Life Day. That's kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes out to get some Banta bread or whatever on Life Day instead. Goes to the movies, goes to the holodeck.
That's fair. Understandable.
That's gotta be a Mad TV sketch, right? Jewy, Chewbacca's Jewish cousin.
It feels like it. It has to be.
It feels like a really
and if
stupid
not, how have they not
Mad
done
TV.
that?
Yeah, folks at home, make that a thing. Jewy, Chewbacca's Jewish cousin.
But apparently you would never catch a Jehovah Witness saying Jewy.
No, but you can go back and tell it to the birthday cake you never got. So they're all fighting about their religions, and Britta says, are we really going to let religion divide us? She understands that Shirley feels alone, but they would want Jeff to be there, and Shirley is kind of being like selfish about this and everything. Oh, because then I do like when Pierce even says like "suck it, Nietzsche"
yes.
to Britta about like being atheist. So Britta says that as a family they should go support Jeff.
Well, she says, I think there's one thing we can all agree on, and that is that Abed's going to have 72 virgins in heaven.
You're right. Thank you. Yes. I forgot that line. Because Annie says like we shouldn't talk about religion. Like everyone's faith is weird. We shouldn't talk about it.
And then they start yelling about it even more.
Yeah. I'll get 72 virgins in heaven. No, that we should go support Jeff.
Yes.
72 virgins in heaven, by the way, Rachel. That particular belief, that's overwhelming to me.
It sounds
I don't know if
horrifying,
I could,
to be quite honest.
It's too much.
I don't like it.
If that's the path that's gonna happen, I'm gonna tell in front of God and everybody, I'll take a discount. I don't need
one is fine.
I mean,
maybe
some
five.
Some might say like if I am not Muslim, but if Muslim is the if that's
the proper,
if that comes to pass, yes, and
then they go, you're fine, that's fine, you can also have it even though you didn't do anything
and
on
Allah
Earth.
is
that's
like,
fine.
Nah, you got it, it's fine.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He's like, you're
then,
cool. Here's your 72 virgins, and you're like, hold on.
It's
on.
literally the same God. It's the same God. So if he's giving out 72 virgins, I might be like, you know what? Give me like 10. I don't need 72. That's just too many.
That feels gluttonous. I just can't.
Anyway, Britta says that she's gonna go support Jeff, groping another man and rolling around on the floor, and leaves. And they all follow, and they leave Shirley. Ludwig has the score go into that like sad, sentimental score that like dun, 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 because like Shirley's learning a lesson. Here at this moment,
right.
I love this little bit where we get the bullies waiting for Jeff at the bike rack. Because Mike says,
look, this dude doesn't show up, we're definitely going to Applebee's, right?
Because I'm getting in a fight no matter what they do. I'm telling you right now.
I mean, honestly, they could have done the Applebee's. They could have done a Waffle House. What else? Where else do people like to get
Waffle House
fights
been,
at?
yeah.
Right? Like
Walmart. Yeah.
I'm assuming if it is like a California thing, In-N-Out. In-N-Out Burger, they gotta have like a. They gotta have fights there. For
fights
some
at the
reason, I
In-N-Out.
just
Yeah,
assumed
late at night.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I do love the idea
White
of
Castle?
Of a White Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could be a one. A Bojangles maybe.
Oh, Bojangles probably.
For the South. Yeah. Yeah.
Waffle House too, though. I feel
Waffle-
like that's
yeah,
a universal.
Waffle House is definitely
it's just
the place,
universal
yeah.
right there.
Yeah. Would the joke have been too obvious if you would have said we're going to the Waffle House? I mean, it's Colorado.
Probably. I feel
Waffle
like
Houses
Applebee's
exist.
sounds sillier. So
Applebee's
I think it
is
works
better.
better.
Yeah. Applebee's is the better joke. Yeah.
Yeah. They also all just look excited to eat Applebee's. So when he says
They all were. They were all like high-fiving each other about going to Applebee's.
Yeah, you gotta go to Applebee's.
You know what, though? Full disclosure, I haven't been to an Applebee's in a really long time. I don't have anything against Applebee's.
No.
Some of these chain restaurants, like Rachel and I love Chili's. They're not bad.
It's their last
They're not
night.
that bad.
Yeah,
They're
it's
not
fine.
that bad.
Yeah.
Bad rep these chain restaurants get sometimes. Just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
The only
Chili's,
problem
if
is
you
all
want to
their
sponsor
prices getting so expensive.
Applebee's, if you want to sponsor Shelf Life, we'll take it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Take it. I'll take payment and gift cards. I don't fucking care. You'll get the money right back. Jeff comes out. He asks them if they're perpetually on the way to the gym, and Mike goes, "My whole life is a gym." So that answers that question. They sup at each other.
Can I ask you a question?
So Mike also knows.
Sup.
What's up? He does the Forrest Whitaker eye.
And then he went, "Oh,
After he-
Jesus!" Like he was like, "What's wrong with you?"
It does. Yes. Yeah. It doesn't quite intimidate them as much as it freaks them out, but it is pretty
Right.
awesome that happens. He does put away his sunglasses and his cell phone and stuff because, of course, that is expensive. He doesn't want it to break. And he puts his dukes up, but then he sees
The
bracelet.
That's right.
And Jeff thinks of Shirley, and he says, "I don't really believe in any of this stuff, in any of this sentimental stuff." And as he's saying this, the group comes out, including Shirley. I have to think to myself, what would Shirley do? And she goes, "Oh."
Yes.
But at the same moment, Mike punches him in the gut and goes, "What would Shirley do?"
And he's like,
And
"I
then
would shake your hand."
Yeah, and wish you a Merry Christmas. It's an odd that it's an immediate turn for Jeff to do this.
Yeah.
But I think that it's just that it got to him.
I think it did.
At that exact moment.
Right.
That he's like, what am I doing? Like, I should just be I should be at the party with my friends.
Why am I
Like,
fighting?
Why
I
am I
don't even want to
doing
fight.
this?
He's like, I don't even want to fight.
I should just be with my friends. So I think that's kind of where his mind's at.
Yeah.
But it's almost too abrupt.
It's
but
a
I guess
little
it's supposed
abrupt.
to-
It is like a very like awkward moment too of him just being like, it's Hallmarkish, where he's trying to have that Hallmark moment of trying to turn that bully's thought process around, and then it doesn't work because the bully is like, "Yeah, fuck that," and punches him.
Yeah, that twist on the turn is good. I'll give it that. For a sitcom, and for, working within the tropes and stuff of it, it does work that way. Mm-hmm. But Shirley says, "Jeffrey?"
She gets her anger issues start bubbling
and
up.
still says it like a mom, though, too.
Oh, damn
which
straight.
is great. By saying his
Jeffrey?
whole name, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey? Kick his ass. Cavalry's here. Shirts off, boys.
Kick his ass.
His ass. And then this is when they all take their shirts off and they start doing flip kicks and spirals in the sky, and Pierce is fucking ready. He starts bouncing. He's like,
The reaction of all of them is so perfect because Pierce is ready, Shirley's ready. Troy does like a little like skip jump thing because he's like ready for it. Annie
even goes like, "Oh, you better not!" Like,
yeah. Britt is the only one that like takes a step back for a second when they're doing like the flip kicks. So the fight begins. They're all doing parkour. It's all in slow motion. The whole fight. It takes place on the fake snow winter set.
Yes.
So it's a very nice setting for this.
This is hilarious.
On the winter display here, it is Christmas. The one guy's telling Shirley, but it's Christmas, and she goes, "It's December 10th," and beats him with a candy cane.
Annie's spraying one of the guys with the fake snow.
Yes. Surely, Britta is stuffing
He's
the
smashing
girl bully's
that
head.
chick's face into the ground.
Jeff avoids being punched in the face for most of the fight until Pierce does it for him. Rachel, how did you like this fight?
He said he got punched in the face multiple times before Pierce hit him.
Yes, but Pierce hits him in the nose.
Yes.
Like Pierce cracks his nose
Yes,
with a
absolutely. This fight is hilarious. It is so dumb and funny.
It's
cathartic.
It's one
for
of
them.
those.
They let out all their issues in this fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's one of those moments that makes the show. Now the group is like your family now.
Yes.
Where it's like they're fighting together. You know,
That's
like
right.
for some reason, it like this is our study group, and like they've all come together here
because now it transitions into them being back at the party, and Pierce is playing the piano. Everybody is covered in fake snow, looking beat to hell, and they're all having a nice moment together as a family.
Well, yeah, exactly, and it makes it so that they've all learned to become friends and truly understand each other. It's what I mean when I say like it does this job of taking the concept of community and like coming together to have each other's back and stuff in that way. That's why I have this one elevated above a lot of the rest of the season, to be frank, because it just works really well to me. This one. Shirley's singing Silent Night, but she's giving it different lyrics to be more agnostic. and talk about the fight as well. Like she's blending those two themes together.
Yeah.
They're all disheveled. It goes around and everyone's like beat up and they all have the fake snow is all over them and stuff like that. Some of it is the PC-ness to tolerant rewrites of carols to sing.
Yep.
After it's over, Chang comes in. He's got skiing equipment with him because he's on his way out, and he announces that they are all moving on except Jeff.
He's
also going to be seeing me next semester. Yes. And Annie goes, "No!"
Like she screams.
And like freaks out.
Yeah.
But he reveals that it's actually also going to be in Spanish 102 because he passed, and I'm the only Spanish teacher. This moment that Allison Brie does is so goddamn dorky.
Yes.
I can't tell if I love it or hate it. I truly can't, because it's so cringy, but it's like purposefully cringy. It's like along with her chugga chugga choo choo train thing. I just cannot tell if it's good or not.
Sure.
Because she says, "Yay!" I mean about Jeff joining us. You being our Spanish teacher. I couldn't.
It's very exaggerated.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what they were trying to go with. Shang says, "Whoa, Mike really got you good, Jeff," because Jeff is sitting there with the
stuff up his nose. I kind of wish it was tampons. Up his nose. But yeah.
Yeah,
I think it would have made it so
tissue.
much better. I think it's just like rolled up tissue.
A tampon would have made it funnier. Yeah, his nose is all bruised because I think Pierce broke his nose.
I think he broke his nose because he's got like the whole bruising around the eyes.
Yeah, he's got the bruise
going
all
on.
around the eyes. Yeah, like you get when you break your nose. Yeah. Pierce comes out and says, "Actually, El Tigre, that was my present to Jeff. You're a man now, Jeffrey." And Jeff is like, "I was punched several times before that, Pierce." But then he thanks Pierce because he knows like that's all that Pierce wants is just like to think that he did this for Jeff, you know?
Guess that's his present to Pierce.
Yeah, that is kind of his present. I guess that's right, Rachel. Yeah, that is his present to Pierce, is like saying like thank you to him. Mm-hmm. And he says thanks to all of you for showing up to fight those fly dancers. And he pops a wine and he says, "Mary," and Shirley, learning her lesson, says, "Holiday."
Holiday.
Actually, I was going to say Merry Semester and Happy New One.
And they all celebrate together as the study group has come together and gets to pass on to the next semester. As do we, Rachel, because the stinger is Abed taking decorations off of the tree and wrapping them in Troy while singing, "Oh, Christmas Troy, oh, Christmas Troy." Jeff walks in and goes, "Why do you guys do this kind of stuff?" And they go, "Because it's fun."
And then he kind of just goes,
So then-
and then they're all doing it with hats on and going, "Oh, Christmas, Troy, oh, Christmas."
I gotta tell you, Rachel, after
I
watching
love
this,
it.
I just kept singing, "Oh, Christmas, Troy," like they do at the end, like all exaggerated.
Yes.
But they put tinsel on him, and Christmas Troy has to stand there. I thought that you would be like, why the hell does Troy say this smells like special drink? The nose on him. I think that's an improvised line by Donald Glover for sure, to talk about like wine or something because of being established as Jehovah's Witness.
I thought there was some like a special drink somewhere before this. Was there not?
Where he says something about it.
I thought
don't
somebody
remember.
said something about special drink, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is just about that.
Yeah, I just don't know why the nose would smell like wine, but that's obviously the joke that he's going for. It's just so random. It's like it's very Donald Glover-esque to be like, I'll take this like beat that people know about the character and like give this like weird bit to it here. But that is the end of Comparative Religion. Rachel, we have passed that class. What are your final thoughts about Comparative Religion?
This one's fun. It does like kind of poke fun at religion in general being one of those things that divide everybody, but it's supposed to help. We can bring them together in this with like our study group
together. Yeah, you can bring a community together through religion, but it also divides communities as well.
Yeah, but you doesn't have to. It's kind of the idea.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't.
So, I mean, that's kind of fun. And there's very silly things in this. A lot of good moments and a lot of funny lines and everything. So I enjoy this one. I think it's fun. Puts you in the mood for the holidays.
Well, and that's saying that, Rachel, I will say that this has been one of my, we've talked about the holiday shelf, and we'll do more holiday shelf stuff because of course with our holiday specials. This has been on my holiday shelf since it came out, since I had the DVD and now the Blu-ray. This is something that I watch, if not every year, every other year, as part of like my Christmas watchings. I will watch this episode of Community. I don't know why. It's hard for me to be completely objective to this particular episode because I have nostalgia for it.
Of course.
It's adult nostalgia, but I have nostalgia for it. This one may be one of my favorites of season 1. It's up there. The group is all together and their personalities really shine through in this one, and they feel like a true group at the end of it and get to celebrate. We'll get to the rankings in a minute, but I do come back to this one. There's just warm feelings come up. When I turned it on, I was like, okay, I like it feels Christmassy. It feels like the holidays. It has that warm, fuzzy feeling for me. And I think that there's a lot of really good jokes in it. It's fun.
The fight scene's great.
The fight scene is good. Anthony Michael Hall is really fun as like the bully. Everything kind of works together. It's a good culmination of what we've seen and learned from the group. So to me, this one, a lot of fun. All good stuff. Some really good lines in this one. Nothing maybe like all-time classic, except for like I'll Allow It.
I was going to say,
But
we talked about the classics.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, we did talk about, there's actually a lot. Some really good lines in this one. So, yeah, you're right. There are. Yeah, this one's pretty good. Yeah. So that was Comparative Religion, our final midterm class here for the first semester. Rachel, we have passed the first semester of Community, meaning the first half of season 1 of Community.